to an E3 edition of the show radio. I'm your host, Andrew.
Hey guys, I'm Danny.
And this is your source for tech, gaming, and entertainment news. And definitely check out our website, theshowradio.info. Once again, that's theshowradio.info. And we're here in LA, 2018. Daniela is next to me, and there's no line separating us from a screen, which is very interesting in and of itself. But I'm excited. So let's talk about some of the press conferences and some of the things that's been going on already at the show. So start off with Xbox.
Okay, so Xbox overall, I wasn't so impressed with them. I don't know what it was. There was a lot of things that I liked about it individually, but I feel like they bled into other things. They finally started bringing out Division 2, but we're going to be talking about later in the Ubisoft stuff, so I don't want to dive too deep into that. But I felt there were some occasions that it was leading me on in a way. I still liked it, but for example, when they started bringing in the skate scene,
right?
It looked so good. I seriously thought they were gonna announce Skate 4, and I got excited.
Right.
And then they flashed the title Session, and I was like, Skate 4 Session?
Okay, so fill me in. So what is Session?
It looks like a really nice open world skater. It's like you're just skating around, and it looked really cool. The music was really nice. Right. The graphics was really spectacular, and that's what I thought it was. It just looked like one of those really nice kickback games where all you're doing is just like changing the different environments, skating, doing tricks. Nothing crazy. It's not nothing like Tony Hawk or anything like that, but it has like real life world mechanics to it, and that's why I thought it was Skate 4. But it was just Session, which I was not expecting that. I wasn't really disappointed by it, but it's just like, Skate 4, no!
No, that's not it.
No, that wasn't it.
Right.
And then they went into, there's another part where they got me. When they brought up the Gears logo.
Right.
I was like, oh! And then they brought in like the Funko Pops, and they was breaking through the wall. Right. And I was like, is this a cutesy Gears? Because I'm okay with the cutesy Gears. And they're like, Funko Pops. Oh.
Yeah. So most of the show, I was on a plane, and you were too. So we were trying to make the travels, but you streamed the Xbox.
Yeah, just before our flight.
Just before your flight. So aside from that particular game, what else caught your attention during the Xbox showcase?
Well, they did announce more. They did announce Gears 5. So that one has me super, super hyped. They also had Gears Tactics. And I'm just looking forward to all of that, obviously. I love playing Gears. What was it? What I did like, I'm probably going to butcher the name for this, was Sekiro.
Okay.
Which is another title. And I think it's great that Xbox is bringing more Japan titles.
Right.
To their platforms, because I think that's lacking. Obviously, PlayStation has a whole lot of options when it comes to that, and they also brought forth Jump Force. Jump Force was a huge thing. I got really super excited at it, and they ended up the trailer with Ryuk from Death Note.
Okay. So
that was super hype. And then oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to jump to this right now because they ended it with it, but I'll leave that for the end of our Xbox because it's super exciting.
So let's cover the fact that this time around Xbox has taken the time to invest tremendously in studios that they purchased, as they bought into, right?
Yes, they brought onto board those 5 indie individual studios, which is huge because, as you know, one of them they create Hellblade.
Right, one of your favorite games.
Yes. Right. Yes, and I think that was absolutely fantastic. I was like, yes, and it's gonna, man. I thought that was definitely one of the best purchases that they could go into because they're definitely catering more towards indie developers,
right.
Which I love. Like, as much as I love AAA titles, I do love indie games because there's so many gems there that get overlooked because people think like, oh, it has to be a AAA title with
right.
a lot of money, a lot of funding, and huge amount of teams working on it to make a great game, and it really isn't. When you have a small team that's just dedicated to the game and the love of it, you get a great product. You get a great gaming experience. So that they went into buying up 5 different studios, bringing them aboard, and just adding that much more value to the company itself. So I look forward to this next year and what they create.
Xbox Game Pass.
That's kind of like a pass for me. Almost.
Okay, so here's the thing, because I know we talked about this, offline and stuff like that, and definitely want to share this in this video. The fact that I still kept the Xbox 360, the first Xbox, and those systems, PlayStation 3, and outside of those things, I never saw the value personally to get a subscription model to continue playing games that I already have and enjoy. So that was my thing. So I definitely want to hear your thing about the Xbox Game Pass.
I don't know. I have to really super think about it because it's something that I would personally pass on. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of games I want to try and I want to play, but because money is a limiting factor, obviously, so is time. I think the Xbox library for me has to get a little bit bigger to include genres that I would play more, because right now for me the core game that I play on the Xbox would be Gears.
Okay, fair.
And
fair.
It has to be more exclusives to that platform to make me want to jump on and get it.
Okay.
Because right now I can get it on literally any other platform, and if I can get something that looks like I can get on my PC and it's going to look better than on console,
right, I'm
going to get it on PC.
Okay.
So
there's that. Right? Okay, so Kingdom Hearts.
Not my kind of game.
Oh my god. I thought you were considering trying it.
I am considering trying it
Okay.
when the time is right, and right now I miss that hype. I'm sorry, there's gonna be people who really don't like me for this.
Right.
But I saw the Kingdom Hearts 3 and I was more excited for the people that are excited for it because it didn't excite me at all.
Okay.
And I asked, I think I sent out this tweet on Twitter, and I was asking people, I'm like, fill me in here if I'm missing the story. Is this game seriously about Elsa?
So let me get this straight. You sent this tweet on Twitter?
Yeah.
I'm
what?
trying to let it go. I was fighting it. So what happened with the tweet?
Well, they were like, yeah, I think so, pretty much. And I was like, everybody's so excited about it.
Right.
And I'm like, aren't you guys tired of Frozen? Aren't you guys tired of Elsa?
How could you get tired of Frozen, though?
When you have 2 goddaughters and all they do is love Elsa, it's kind of like you draw a limit to how much Frozen that you can take.
All right. So what else do you have on your list for
What else
Xbox?
I have on my list?
What else caught your attention for Xbox? Because I see that they're doing a lot of great things for the community as well as the industry as a whole. So what else you got that caught your attention?
2 more things that caught my attention. One,
that was a big thing for me.
Battletoads. that was my second to last thing for me. Second to last was Battletoads.
Not Battletoads. No. I enjoyed the series, but I don't think Battletoads is something that I would consider something that I would really enjoy. So aside from the Battletoads, what other titles that caught your attention besides the thing that I personally enjoyed, which I want to know what else got your attention.
It was the very last thing.
Okay.
And I squealed so loud. It was Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, so tell me more about that, because I don't think I've seen as much for Cyberpunk as I've been hearing.
Because they haven't really said anything about it. And it's such a clear thing. So, Cyberpunk, the original Cyberpunk it came out in the 80s. And it was just a role-playing game that was reasonable. It's like simple pen and paper kind of game.
Got it.
And then in the 90s came out with Cyberpunk 2020. And I believe in 2012, 2013, somewhere around there, they announced that they were coming out with Cyberpunk 2077,
Okay.
an RPG game, and they teased like this like trailer video that I don't believe it to be in game whatsoever.
Okay.
Any in game footage. It was just like a teaser trailer. And it was like this robotic girl in the middle of the street, these gunfights going around, and she was kind of like in pieces. And that was like it killed me inside teaser because they did it. There was a way of saying, yeah, we're still working on it.
Right.
But you ain't getting anything else.
Okay, so based on what you're mentioning, is it a sci-fi / RPG title? Like what is it? What genre would you put Cyberpunk under?
Definitely sci-fi.
Okay, fair enough.
Definitely sci-fi. It's crazy because right now with what they've shown, it kind of gives me a very Blade Runner kind of feel.
Okay.
So I think that's crazy, and I'm loving it. If that's the direction that they're going in. I can't wait to see more. I've been signed up to their waiting list. I've been reading their blogs, and it's so little that they've been offering.
Right.
That I'm just happy and shocked that they brought anything, because I was not expecting that whatsoever. And it's funny because when they were ending and they're closing out the whole conference, they did like the whole hacking thing. The screens turned red and everything like that. And the codes that came showering down, that was supposed to be like hacking, there were actually codes for the full game of Witcher 3. Yeah.
That's interesting.
You know what's funny though is that when I saw it, the first thing that I thought of was the Game Genie codes.
Right.
I was
Back
like,
in the day.
oh, Game Genie codes. I don't know why, but somebody obviously was way smarter than me online and just figured, I'm going to pause here and try this code out. And it was for Witcher 3.
That's crazy.
And the thing is that they've mentioned in the past before that Cyberpunk 2077 is supposed to be bigger universe than Witcher.
Wow.
And I'm like, that is a pretty big universe to be filling in here. It's going to be all cyberpunk, very sci-fi, very, very futuristic. So I hope that well, they didn't give a demo, but the trailer and everything that they showed is just a good means of like, yeah, we're going to be coming out soon. I don't know what soon would be. It would be 2019 or 2020.
Right.
But I do know that they're here. I think
they are here.
There, so
we did see them.
I'm going to go and bug them. Yeah, I know it was very hard.
We saw them just
we
roaming the halls.
I know, with their cyberpunk shirt. And I'm
with
like,
the shirt on, so we might have to give you a shout out. See what's going on. Okay, so you have that, and also Halo Infinite.
Oh, right.
Oh.
You know what? That's so bad because I forgot.
How did you forget? I know it was the first thing. I was trying to see how far the CJM over here was gonna go and forget about the greatest chief that's never lived, but ever lived in our hearts. Okay.
I forgot.
How do you forget Master Chief?
I don't know. I don't play Halo.
I'm excited.
And it's funny because I think I tweeted out. This
did.
This has Andrew's name
all over it. She tweeted on Twitter that this has Andrew's name all over it. I was trying to figure out if I was going to be able to use that again. But Halo Infinite I'm excited about because I've been a Halo fan for a very, very long time. And it wasn't much, but it was enough to get us excited. And a lot of E3 is the snippets of games that we're going to see either holiday season or early 2019, and those games end up being pushed into mid 2019, and sometimes they move 2 years out because they want to make sure that the game is as perfect can be, depending on how you see that. So we have all those things happening at E3. Did we mention everything for Microsoft? We talked about
I think so.
the studio purchases. The Kingdom Hearts definitely was a thing. Xbox Game Pass. Halo was a thing, pretty big there. Definitely want to capture those for this video. Next thing.
There is one more thing.
One more
thing. So one comment on the Halo thing Yes, I did kind of actually forget about it, and so now it's funny because it's not on my notes.
It's not even on her notes.
Not my personal notes.
So you already know how she feels.
When I realized that it was Halo,
right.
It's funny because I don't play it. It's just never rang with me. I gave it a try.
Right.
Just wasn't for me. But I loved Red versus Blue,
Right.
and it reminded me of watching Red versus Blue, which I really do like.
Okay, so now I have a question now.
What's that?
Did it inspire you now to go play Halo because of Red versus Blue?
No, it just makes me hope that with this Halo Infinite that it will come up with
now
more.
You see what I have to go through. Okay? But it's great. It's a fantastic experience. Okay, so what else do we have?
And the last thing is that they did make the announcement that Nier Automata is coming to Xbox.
Did see that.
And that's amazing. And I forgot the name of the God's Edition. I forgot what the full title thing is. But it's going to include the full game, all of the DLC. I think that is awesome. So if you felt that you were missing out on it, definitely you got to get it on Xbox. In the very, very least, get it on Xbox.
We have our producer showing us something on the side here. Hey, producer, let me see the phone because we're going to do this. Because we're going to have this thing that we'll never forget. Mr. Producer. Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry.
Okay, so DMC. DMC was a big deal for Xbox. So touch on that. Thank you, Mr. Producer, doing your thing over there. Appreciate you.
Somehow we're missing these really big titles.
But was it big to Mr. Producer or was it big to us?
Mr. Producer.
It was big to Mr. Producer.
So they announced Devil May Cry 5.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to be one of those I'm bad. I didn't play Devil May Cry series.
I played
I played a little bit of it.
Maybe?
I did play a little bit of it. I
Right.
do actually own the entire series. I think I own 2 copies of them.
So wait.
And I've never opened them. They're in plastic.
So you own the whole thing?
They're in plastic.
They're still in plastic?
I bought them on PS2.
Okay, so if you're excited about Devil May Cry, please be super excited. But don't ask Daniela about it. It's just...
Well, okay, so the only Devil May Cry, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get hate for this too, was, I guess, when they tried to reboot it and it had the emo Dante that nobody liked.
Nobody liked.
Nobody liked him at all.
Right.
And I actually liked that one. That was the one that I actually finished because I started Devil May Cry 1, but for me, I was, when I originally started, it was when it first came out, I got super frustrated with the camera angles.
Okay.
I did. And that was just on me. I could never get used to it. I got frustrated because I'd be trying to attack something and it's out of my view because of the weird cameras, and I'm like, I just kind of gave up.
Okay.
But I don't know how I ended up with 2 full copies of the entire series.
So here's what we're going to do, okay? We know we're not going to play Devil May Cry. We know that. We're not. But Mr. Producer is. Right? So we know that. But definitely we're going to actually wrap up this video. We want to bring you more videos like this for E3 2018 and even, some podcasts like this. As you guys are listening to the podcast and also watch the video, we would appreciate, your support. For having us here, and definitely shout out to the ESA for allowing us to be here to cover the event for sure. So any last words before we close out? For this?
Do you want to just only stick with Xbox?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up this one, and then we're gonna do more.
Alrighty.
So what do we got?
That's kind of it.
That's it? That's what you got?
Yeah, it is. Oh, well, okay. The ending of Devil May Cry 5, and somebody can educate on me on this, probably Mr. Producer guy over here. Why did Dante look so crazy creepy at the end on his motorcycle? That's it.
Okay, so yeah, we may have to ask Mr. Producer on that. But definitely check us out, theshowradio.info. I do have a creepy story with the shuttle bus thing. That's a story for another day. But definitely check us out, theshowradio.info, Miss DJM at Miss DJM. I'm at Uriah, which is spelled URIYYA, and we're signing off. Peace.